Today, I'm going to be reviewing the Godox VD-Mic and comparing it to arguably one of the most popular vlogging mics there is, the Rode Video Micro. I'm also going to be going over some quick tips of how to get better sounding audio for your videos, so make sure that you don't skip any of the video so that you don't miss anything. Always get a spot on video day. So annoying. But I can't put off this video anymore because it's late enough as it is. Sorry, Godox. So welcome back to another video. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more gear reviews and tutorials just like this one. Press the bell to get notified of new videos as and when I upload them. I've got loads of stuff coming on the way before Christmas and after Christmas, so make sure that you don't miss any. I'm also on Instagram, and if you head over there, you'll see behind the scenes and all sorts of other stuff as well. So head over to the account and I'll see you there. Do I need to do this? Because I feel a bit, yeah, there we go. Now, if you've seen this channel before, you'll know that I'm a big fan of the Godox lights. I'm actually using 2 of them right now. I think they're incredible value for money and they work absolutely perfectly. Really great lights. So if you're on a budget, Godox are definitely the way to go. So when they reached out to me and asked me if they wanted to review their microphone, I was well up for it, because if this is anywhere near the quality as their lights, then I'm super happy. But it's got to stand up to the quality of the Rode Micro, because they are the leaders and they're a really good price. So does this stand up to it? Well, that's what we're going to see. Now, I've included all of the links to all of the products that I talk about in this video down in the description. So if you want to check anything out, the links are down there. And just a quick disclaimer before we jump into the tests of these microphones. Godox have sent me this microphone free of charge, but they haven't paid me to do this video or to say anything. So all of my opinions in this video are completely 100% honest, and it's a totally unbiased review because I want to give you the most information as possible to make an informed decision. So currently the Godox is £8 more expensive than the Rode microphone, but for that you get a fluffy wind filter, a foam filter as well. You also get your cable, which I'm going to talk about a little bit more in a minute, as well as a TRRS cable for plugging it into your phone, so you can use this microphone with your phone. It's worth noting that I purchased these 2 items separately to use the microphone with my phone. It's a little phone clip from Ulanzi. I'll leave a link in the description down below. But basically you pop your phone in there and it's got a cold shoe mount. So you put the microphone on top like this. And I've also got this lightning to jack cable so that you can use the microphone with the phone like that. There we go. So I've got this cool little setup. Sorry about the state of my phone case. A little bit worse for wear. Maybe Santa will bring me one for Christmas, if he's listening. So although it's £8 more expensive, you're technically getting more for your money. You're getting a couple of filters, more cable options. So you are saving money in the long run if you want to use it with your phone, or if you want the extra filter option and you don't always want to have the dead cat on there all the time. Both of these microphones don't require power, which is just an amazing feature. This is why I bought this Rode microphone a long time ago in the first place. Knowing what I'm like, I would probably forget to make sure the battery's charged or switch the microphone on. So I love these type of microphones for that reason alone. So when it comes to audio, it can be difficult to distinguish between different microphones if you're listening through your phone. So I encourage you to listen through a decent pair of speakers or a good pair of headphones to make sure that you're getting the most clarity when it comes to these comparisons, because sometimes you can't tell that much of a difference. So just like the Rode microphone, this has a cardioid pickup pattern, which means it's picking up sound mainly in front and a little bit from the sides. It's a little bit like that. And you're not getting any sound from behind. Now, in some of these examples, I'm going to be using my preset pack, which is available to download on my website. There's a link below. And basically, I've made a load of audio presets so that you don't have to go in and fine tune EQ, compression, volume, and stuff like that. I've done it all for you. It's super simple to apply. You just drag and drop it onto your footage. These work in Premiere. And I've also made a variety of presets to work with different types of microphones, different types of cameras, smartphones, and 2 levels of dynamics as well. So you've got a highly compressed version and then just a normal compression version as well. So let's have a listen to what the microphone sounds like with different filter options and also comparing it with the Rode microphone. Right, so this is what the Godox microphone sounds like with the foam windshield on. And it's a pretty windy day today, and it's cold, but perfect day for a microphone test outdoors. And this is what the Godox microphone sounds like without any windshield on at all. As you can see, the foam windshield is on my finger, and this is what it sounds like. And finally, this is what the Godox microphone sounds like with the fluffy windshield on. And hopefully you get an idea of what it sounds like, because it's freezing cold, it's very windy, my hand's gonna drop off because I can't feel it anymore, and I'm going in. Woo-wee! I'm going in. Right now I'm using the Godox VD-Mic. I've got it between 6 to 8 inches away from me, mounted on a boom stand, as you can probably see, maybe. And currently I'm using the foam wind filter, as you can see, and this is what it sounds like. Right, so I am using the Godox VD-Mic. It's about 6 to 8 inches away from me on a boom stand, and as you can see, I am using the fluffy wind filter, and this is what it sounds like. And now I'm using the Rode Video Micro. I've got it between 6 to 8 inches away, mounted on a boom stand, and as you can see, I am using the fluffy wind filter, and this is what it sounds like. So to me, they're very close in sound, they're very close. As you can see from the waveforms, they're so similar, but there are some slight differences. I found that the Godox, honestly, was personally my favourite sound. It just, the Rode just seems to have a little bit of a peak in that high mid frequencies that I don't think sounds very nice. You can get rid of that just by tweaking the EQ slightly, but that's one extra step that you have to do. So straight out of the box, the Godox sounds a lot better. Now both of these microphones do produce a slight hiss. I'm going to go in more depth to that in a little bit in the video, so stay tuned. But there's a slight hiss, it's not very loud at all. But the Rode Video Micro hiss is a slightly higher pitch, so it's probably a little bit more noticeable depending on what you're listening to it through. But I wouldn't worry about it too much, because if you're just producing YouTube videos, or you're going to be doing videos where you're just watching back on your phone, you're probably not going to notice. So it depends. Could you tell a difference? If not, then they're both fine. So the Rode Fluffy Windshield is slightly bigger than the Godox, but that doesn't really matter because you could always just, you know. And there's the softness test. To be fair, it's pretty close. Now I do like that it comes with different filter options, because you don't always want the fluffy shield on. It's great for dropping. It's great if you're outside and there's a lot of wind, but when you're inside, you don't need that, and it can cause the audio to be quite muffled. So this is a better alternative. So a few things that I wasn't too keen on with the Godox microphone, and the main one being the cable is crazy long. It's too long. So when you've got it on your camera, it just gets in the way, whereas the Rode is nice and compact. So you pop that on and you barely notice it's there. So if you do another version of this Godox, that would be awesome to be a little bit shorter, much like the Rode cable is. Still on the topic of cables, Rode do have this really good design. On the mounting plate, they've got a cable tidy thing there, and you just clip that cable in, and that does two things. A, it keeps your cable tidy, and also it stops the microphone from wobbling about like this. So you put that in there and it gets rid of that jitter. That'd be cool if they could incorporate that in the Godox, but it's not a deal breaker. If they had a shorter cable, it'd be fine. Other than that though, I love this yellow design of the shock mount. That's really cool. It's something different, because most brands for camera stuff are red and black. So it's nice to have a little bit of different colour in there. I like that. So before I round up this video, I'm just going to give you a few quick tips on how to get better sounding audio in your videos every time. So tip number one, make sure the microphone is as close to the person talking as possible, or the sound source. Now, in order to do that, you'll obviously either need an extension cable to get it closer, or a wireless transmitter or something, which is what I'm using now. I'm using the Rode Video Wireless Go, I think that's what it's called. Again, a link will be in the description so you can check them out. Really handy for not having cables draped all over your stands and all over your room, so keeps things nice and tidy. Tip number 2 is make sure that your camera input level volume is as low as possible. Now that will reduce that hiss that I talked about earlier. So the lower you've got that, the better it'll be, and you want to make sure that your audio is peaking around -12 dB. You don't really want to go much higher than that, because then in post, tip number 3, that's when you'll add your volume, your EQ and your compression and make it sound nice and sweet. Again, for the best sound, nice and quickly, my presets are available on the website for Premiere Pro users, so go and check them out, link below. So all in all, I love this microphone, it's really good. Personally, I think it sounds better than the Rode VD-Mic, and for a similar price, you're getting more features. You're getting 2 different types of wind filter, and you're getting the cable to plug it into your phone. So bonus, I really like it. But you've got to weigh up whether or not you want that long cable that can sometimes get in the way and not have the cable tidy. Other than that, it's a great contender. Sounds really nice. I really do recommend this. And thanks again to Godox for sending me this. I really appreciate it. So, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think to this microphone and the examples and the comparisons down in the comments below. I always love to know what you guys are thinking about things. And thanks again for watching. Have a great week, and I will see you in the next one.